ladies and gentlemen, we're back again, and I hope every single one of you are doing well. I am slightly behind when it comes to bringing this one to your attention. I had this video to be scheduled about a week ago, almost a week ago, but better late than never, ladies and gentlemen. Fasten your seatbelts. We are about to dive in and find out what's going on with Brooke George, the disturbing situation that took place in Dubai. Now, we've done videos on Dubai before. Don't go to Dubai. We've done part one. I think I'm going to have to do a part two. If you haven't seen part one, make sure you go and check that out. But don't go to Dubai. Or go to Dubai. It's entirely up to you. There's multiple reasons as to why you don't want to go to Dubai, but there's multiple reasons as to why you would want to go to Dubai. In the case of Brooke George, she's met someone online, gone to Dubai, and killed that person. Now, there's a lot to get through in order to understand what's truly gone on here. What we're going to do in this video is take a closer look at what's actually happened. So make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, don't go anywhere. Turn your notification bells on, because this is a disturbing case, and Brooke George is looking at the death penalty. It's called the firing squad. I actually researched this. This is where government officials will put you in the middle of a playground, basically, all using rifles, aiming at parts of your body, and they all shoot at the same time to eliminate you. It's brutal. This is the first time I'm actually hearing about it. That would more or less be the sentence if found guilty. At this moment in time, she's been charged, but there hasn't been a conviction. Anyhow, let's dive in and find out what's actually happened here. Now, at just 23 years old, Brooke George had built a modest online following, sharing lifestyle photos and beauty, and just doing kind of day-to-day content on TikTok and other social media platforms like Instagram. Her social media portrayed an energetic and glamorous life, attracting nearly 100,000 followers. But behind the videos, events would unfold that would place her at the center of one of the most closely watched criminal cases involving a British national overseas. Now, according to reports, Brooke met a 26-year-old British man through Facebook. He's met this British man on Facebook, and it sounds like he was already living in Dubai. So she hadn't met him in the flesh here in the UK. She had to travel to Dubai to meet him. And for all she knows, this could be any random creep. How does she know for sure that it's going to be the guy who's in the DP on Facebook that she's been talking to for how many weeks or months? You have to question, like, what would have made this girl just get on a plane and go to Dubai? But she did. After developing an online relationship, she traveled from Kent, England to Dubai to visit him. Initial reports indicate that the first visit was all good. Everything was okay on the first visit. In fact, it encouraged the relationship to continue. He then let her return to Dubai for a second visit, and this is where it all went wrong. Brooke alleges that during the second trip, the relationship changed dramatically. She claims her boyfriend became controlling and abusive, and then discovered that he had only purchased her a one-way ticket, making it difficult for her to return home. Now, at that point, I smell a red flag. The red flag is that when she got there the second time, he was controlling and abusive, and that's when she discovered that he had only purchased a one-way ticket. Now, that makes no sense to me, because if you're in the UK when he purchased the ticket and he sent the information to you, you would have known it would have been a one-way ticket. You wouldn't have realized the moment he became controlling and abusive. So that doesn't make any sense to me. That's red flag number one. Now, according to what she's saying in her statement, the situation escalated into repeated incidents of physical violence, including being punched in the face multiple times. A campaign group detained in Dubai has publicly supported her account and says she acted while fearing for her life. She claims her reaction was in retaliation of the violence that she was enduring that day, that evening. However, these allegations have not yet independently been proven in court. Now, the incident itself reached a tragic climax during an altercation inside the apartment they shared. Brooke says that whilst being attacked, she grabbed a kitchen knife and stabbed her boyfriend in self-defense. The man died from his injuries. Prosecutors in Dubai have charged her with murder, while Brooke maintains that her actions were solely to protect herself from what she describes as a violent assault. Now, here comes red flag number two, because what's being said, after this all happened, after the incident took place in the apartment, Brooke fled with all of her belongings and went straight to the airport because she wanted to flee the country. Now, if this, what she's saying, is true, and this is what many people are speculating at this moment in time, why did she not, one, go to the hospital, and two, go to the authorities? Some online claim that she could have been scared and believe the authorities may not have taken her seriously, because allegedly the authorities don't take women seriously in the UAE. But still, for me, it's a red flag. If you are the person that's being abused and you have violently been attacked by your boyfriend and you had to react in a way of self-defense, and that self-defense was picking up a knife and stabbing him, then why not just go to the police? Now, while Brooke was at the airport trying to board a flight, she clearly looked wrecked, clearly looked like she had a serious altercation with someone, because she had bruising, she had swelling, she had blood all over her clothing. I don't know why she would have went to the airport looking like that. At least change your clothes. At least freshen up, do something if you're trying to get away with it. Based on how she looked, ladies and gentlemen, it immediately alerted the police, and that's when they found out whatever happened at the apartment. So from there, she was sent straight to jail. Her family have publicly described Brooke as frightened and emotionally distressed immediately after the incident. Her mother stated that she observed visible injuries, including significant swelling around the eye, and said Brooke was crying uncontrollably when they spoke. These statements have become part of the public discussion surrounding whether she acted in self-defense. Now, the case has attracted widespread international attention because it raises several complex issues: domestic violence allegations, the legal standards for self-defense under UAE law, the treatment of foreign nationals facing serious criminal charges abroad, and the role social media can play in bringing global attention to legal proceedings. Human rights advocates have called for a thorough investigation into Brooke's allegations, while emphasizing that the criminal justice process should determine the facts. So that's kind of like the skeleton of the case so far, ladies and gentlemen. There are bits of context that haven't been added that I have got written down that I do want to bring to your attention. Things like people being at the apartment with Brooke and her partner whilst this is all going down. There potentially being footage of the incident on a mobile phone camera, and so much more. So we possibly will do that in another video. I'll bring that to your attention at a later date. I need you for now to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if we're newly watching, turn your notification bells on. What we've just gone through, what I've just broken down to you is the basis of the story. There's a few more bits that I want to bring to your attention, so don't go anywhere. Hit that notification bell, make sure it's turned on, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.